Today's video is going to be a little bit spicy. We're going to be talking about words that people usually call awkward or inappropriate. You know, those words that you feel ashamed to say because either they sound an awful lot like those awkward words that everyone knows but is ashamed to say in front of certain crowds, like their parents, for example. This is just the way things are in societies. Some things are frowned upon. So the words I'm going to be talking about today either have one more meaning in addition to the one everyone knows, which is good or appropriate, or they simply mean not what people might think when they hear them for the first time. Before we get into it, I want to say thank you to the sponsor of a portion of today's video, Elsa Speak. Stay tuned to find out more about this cool app. Let's start with the word sex. Apart from the obvious meaning that everyone knows and everyone has just thought of, it has another, not any less used meaning, which is gender, male or female. But this meaning is a little less known, especially by non-native speakers. However, it is important to know the second meaning, as you will hear in programs or movies questions like, what is the sex of your baby? Or what's your sex? When you fill out paperwork, especially medical documents, there's usually a line where you need to define your sex. In the birth certificate, there's also a line where it says sex and two options, male or female. Now, I know about gender identity, transgender, and non-binary people. I respect all people and their rights and choices, so don't come after me in the comments. Those were just facts. Our next phrase is a booby trap. I'm sure that everyone knows that the word boob is a very informal way to call a woman's breast. Well, as you can hear, booby trap sounds as if it is supposed to be somehow connected to women's breasts, but it's not. This is actually an object, device, or setup that looks safe but is dangerous. It's usually hidden and is intended to kill or harm someone. If you watched Home Alone, you know that Kevin set up traps for Harry and Marv. So you can call those traps booby traps. This term is widely used. The word boob was used to mean fool. Nowadays, it's not even nearly as widely used to mean fool as it is to talk about women's breasts. Or maybe not even used at all to mean fool. However, the origin of the phrase booby trap is connected to the word fool. A booby trap was originally understood to be a practical joke or an unsophisticated trap that only a fool would fall for, not necessarily anything dangerous. In time, the term has come to mean a harmful device designed to be triggered by an unsuspecting victim, usually with some form of bait to lure the victim, according to the Grammar Monster website. Now, some of these words might be tricky to pronounce, especially certain sounds. So if you'd like to improve your pronunciation, you will most definitely be interested in the Elsa Speak app. It's an app that will help you improve your pronunciation, intonation, and fluency. This is the first of its kind app as it pinpoints your pronunciation mistakes using cutting-edge artificial intelligence technology. And you can download it right now for free and get 7 days of pro membership for free. The link is in the description. The app has a great variety of topics for you to practice your pronunciation, ranging from business topics like everyday office conversations, job interviews, business travel, sales meetings, to casual everyday topics like movies, food and drink, education, and entertainment. Now, let me demonstrate to you how easy, fun, and effective it is to practice with Elsa. Let's say I need to prepare for the IELTS speaking test. I can choose this IELTS speaking test tab and practice saying some useful common phrases for this test.
Check out.
So you get a phrase, you listen to it, repeat it, and get instant feedback on how you've done compared to a native speaker. Check out. Let's try another one.
I checked out a new show.
I checked out a new show. Okay, good. If you've mispronounced any words, you can click on them and see which sounds were incorrect. You can listen to how they are supposed to be pronounced and practice them. So now you can see the word and the sound that you've mispronounced. You can click on it and you can see the sounds that you've mispronounced. You can click this icon over here. Listen to the sound. Practice saying it. Another one. I. And then you can practice this word only.
Rely.
Rely. Excellent. In addition, you will be able to pick up phrases and even sentences for daily communication and increase your vocabulary. I also have an exclusive discount for you guys to get 85% off of Elsa lifetime membership and 40% off of a 1-year membership. All you need to do is just click the link down below in the description. Now, let's talk about the word goat, which is a farm animal. So if someone called you a goat, that would probably be offensive. I wouldn't take it the right way for sure. However, as it turns out, the goat, which is spelled like this but still pronounced as goat, has a totally different meaning and actually an awesome meaning. It's an acronym that means greatest of all time and is used to describe a person that is believed to be the most successful and accomplished of a particular activity. And it's used with the article the before it. I watched an interview a couple of days ago with Jennifer Lawrence, and she told a hilarious story about this word. So she was starring in a movie, Don't Look Up, with Leonardo DiCaprio and Meryl Streep, which is an amazing actress. And she said that they were offhandedly calling Meryl the goat, like, oh, the goat go there, do that. And they were doing a photo shoot and Jennifer said something to her calling her the goat. And Meryl was like, oh, well, that's right. Tell the old goat where to go. And Jennifer was like, Meryl, you know that the goat means greatest of all time, right? And Meryl was like, oh, no.
No. And we were like, we haven't just been calling you goat.
This whole time.
This whole time she was just like, oh, well, I guess, like an old goat.
Many sources say that the acronym GOAT was first used in 1992 to mean greatest of all time by Muhammad Ali's wife, Lonnie Ali, when she incorporated greatest of all time to consolidate and license her husband's intellectual properties for commercial purposes. Since then, people started using it to talk about athletes, but over time, its popularity has grown, and now people use it to describe anyone who they think is successful and accomplished in their field of work. And the last word for this video is stupendous. When non-native speakers of English hear it, they immediately think it's offensive and think of a word stupid. We all know this word. It's someone who's lacking intelligence. However, stupendous has the opposite meaning. It means marvelous, astonishing, excellent, of stunning excellence, also great in size, huge, or enormous. These terms are related as they come from Latin and have the same root, but the meaning is not the same. So next time when someone calls you stupendous, don't knock them down. Okay guys, that will do it for this video. Now don't forget to head down to the description box and get your discount on the Elsa Speak app. Hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!